What's up, guys? This is Ryan. Thanks for coming back. And today I want to talk about post Moass. What are we going to do after the squeeze? There's a lot of, people out there that are talking about the cars they're going to buy, the houses they're going to buy, and just the things that they're going to do with their money. And that's, you know what, I'm all about that. Have fun with that, because to me, that's another thing that just continues to motivate us and continues to drive us to let this thing continue to progress to where it's going to go. Um, my encouragement is that a lot of people don't just go out and buy things and whatnot, but rather continue to better their lives. I know for me, my plan is to stay in the market after Moass. I want to stay in the market. I want to use the things that I've learned over the last couple of years to help me take the money that I'm going to get from Moass and continue to grow it and continue to keep that financial stability, that life changing money growing and working for me and the things that I want to do with it. There's a lot that I would like to do with that kind of money. I have a lot of nonprofit ideas and a lot of just different things that can benefit my community as well as myself and my family. And that is, I think, what it's about. A lot of us are in this play not just for the money, but for the change that can come from it. And if any of you are on Reddit, or it's talked about a little bit on YouTube, on Facebook, on a lot of different platforms. But when Moass happens, whether or not it's before or after a market crash, there's going to be a lot of people that are hurting. And there's a lot of really awesome people out there that talk about wanting to take care of the people that are going to be affected by Moass. And to that, I applaud. And I think that that is a great use of your new wealth that's going to come. But I think that for me, if there's one thing that has happened for me specifically throughout this process, is the market knowledge that I have gained, is the tools that I'll need to continue my trading career and continue to grow it, and not just feel like, okay, I did what I wanted to do with this, and now I'm just done, and I'm not going to do anything with my time. And I don't know about you, but have you ever read a story about somebody who won the lottery, and the next thing that happens is they go broke because they don't realize what it means to have that kind of money? They don't realize what property taxes are on a multi-million-dollar house, or how much an oil change costs on a new Ferrari or a Lamborghini. There's a lot of things that I think that we can continue to learn, and there's a lot of resources out there for you to learn a new career or learn a new skill, or to do whatever it is that you think you want to do after the squeeze happens. My encouragement is that you get out there and you do it. My hope is that you get out there, you start thinking about it now. Like, what do I want to do after the squeeze happens? What can I do with my time? What can I do with my money? Because those are two things that a lot of us are going to have that we haven't had in a long time. If you're like me, you work all the time, and you're basically just paying your bills. And I think that that is something that is drastically going to change for me. Is I'm going to be able to have the time to put into either learning a new skill while I'm trading, or maybe take a little bit of time off and learn something new, or just take the time to study more about the market, or about whatever it is that you want to study. You're going to be able to do it. But if you start thinking about it now, you're going to be that much further ahead in the process. I know that the hedge funds still think that we are the dumb money. But if we're the dumb money, why do they keep putting out articles about, oh, these retail traders are what's going to cause this to happen? They need to capitulate. They need to just sell their shares so that the market doesn't crash. Well, if they're the smart money, they would know that people have been buying and holding forever, and it's never been brought up as a reason for a market crash. But they're trying to spin the world against us, and they're trying to make us feel like, oh wow, like maybe we are dumb, maybe we don't realize what we're doing. When in reality, guys, we know that we're not Wall Street money, we're not Wall Street people, but we're not the reason for what's going to happen. What we are doing is fighting against what they are putting out there, what a lot of these short sellers and a lot of these hedge funds are doing to destroy the market. And I know that not every hedge fund out there is bad, and that might be an unpopular opinion, but whether we believe it or not, there are some hedge funds out there that are not, you know, that might not be shorting the stock, or that had shorted it in the past, and they've already gotten out. So I'm not saying that everybody's the devil. I'm not saying that everybody's doing it. I know that there's a lot of them out there, and I'm never going to discount the fact that there are a lot of them that are doing this. And that's why we're in this position that we're in now, is that it's not just one or two guys. It's not just the big guys that are doing it. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, that I don't think that everybody's evil. That's not the kind of person that I am. But I do want to drive the point across that no matter what they say, no matter what gets put out in headlines, no matter what gets put out, that we know that we are fighting against the corruption that's in the market, and that we're not continuing to help it. The other day there was an article out there that said that, oh, it looks like AMC, the short squeeze is happening a little bit when we're up 15%. Well, you know what? If that's the case, how come the short interest dropped? When they said that, did you guys, the short interest dropped 0.07%? That's not a short squeeze. Nowhere near it. The hedge funds have not closed their positions. That is obvious. We know that. And we know that because we've learned. A lot of us that hadn't been in the market or in to trading or anything for any time before this happened, before you joined the play, are learning how to see these things, or are just learning how to find somebody out there who does know and who you can trust their information that they're putting out. And you're seeing that, you know what, this guy knows what he's talking about, and he's telling me that it hasn't happened, and then you believe it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with finding some sort of mentor or somebody who can help continue to teach you while you're going through this. And that's really what I wanted to talk about in this video here, is just find something that you want to grow in. Find something that you want to do after Moass. Start doing little bits of research on it now, so that you know where you want to go with it when you have the funds and the time to be able to do it. And you're just going to be that much happier when things happen. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard somebody coming into my office, so I just had to make sure. Back to the video, back to my last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the quote for the day. And today, it's a quote from Aristotle, and it goes like this: "For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them." And I think that this quote fits perfectly with what has gone on for me and for a lot of you over the last couple of years. That a lot, back to calling us dumb money, right? They think that we're just retail traders jumping on a bandwagon of a meme stock, and that's it. And that might have been the case for some people, or that, oh, you know what, I saw GameStop rise, X%, and I think that AMC is going to have it happen. I'm just going to put my money in there and hope it happens. I'm sure that happened. But even those people over the last couple of years took the time to learn why it happened with GameStop, why it happened with AMC back in January of 2021, and realized that the same kind of things have been continuing to happen at a much larger percentage, much larger numbers, which is what's going to lead to Moass. Guys, we got this. We've learned so much that it's scary for them to think that these dumb money actually know what they're doing. That we've spent the time to learn, to do the DD, to figure things out as we go, because we learned by doing. And that's one of the best ways to learn a lot of things. Guys, we'll talk to you soon.